What's going on, guys? I am here at Zia Kayak Outfitters in Elephant Butte, New Mexico, and this is a little bitty store, or it looks a little bitty from the outside, and I'm right here. It's the only street light in town. It's off of Rock Canyon Road, and these guys support Muddy River Catfishing, and I just want to take a minute to introduce you to Zia Kayak Outfitters, the owners, and show you a little bit about this store. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining the live stream. So let me take you in here, guys, and show you this great store. The name is a little misleading because it says Zia Kayak, but they have so much more to offer for you guys, and I'm about to show you guys. So there's their hours of operation, and let's go meet the owners. Knock knock.
Come in.
Come in. Hey. We are live on Facebook, or on YouTube, I'm sorry. But tell us about your store. Tell us who you are, first of all.
I'm Russ Traeger, that's Edna Traeger. And we've had Zia Kayak Outfitters now here for almost, a little over 6 years.
6 years, that's quite a long time, huh?
Yeah, we've evolved over that time. We started as a kayak store and added guns and ammo. As you can see, you're kind of in the gun department right now.
Oh, nice. Lots of guns to choose from, guys.
Lots, yeah. Lots of ammo. And then we expanded our fishing department, and thanks to you, Chris, we've added a lot of catfish. In fact, rods yesterday, so it's really good to see you today. I hope you brought some rods with you.
I sure did. And thank you guys for supporting us. I really
you're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Thank you.
Well, how about a tour of the store?
That'd be my pleasure.
Give us the dime tour.
I'm going to introduce you to Max.
All right, who's Max?
That's Max.
Hey.
A lot of people come here to see Max.
There's Max.
Is an Asian tortoise. And Max, we named her Max girl, so it was Maximilian or Maxine. Turtle experts say it's Maxine.
Jojo from Fox Radio says hello.
Oh, hi, Jojo.
Hi, Jojo.
I believe Jojo was at casino night last night. I hope he won and had a great time.
Let me take you for a tour.
All right.
Okay. As Edna said, you were in. Instead of putting the weapons on display, we hang off the counter the handguns that we have in inventory and show people the pricing. Now, around the corner, we go to the long guns. Mm-hmm. And we sell at prices that the stores really don't want to compete with, because we use our guns and ammo to bring people in here to introduce them to kayaks. Because our fishing kayaks were something that originally the people of New Mexico weren't familiar with. They thought that a kayak was something that you got in, and if you sneezed, it tipped over. And nobody who enjoys fishing wants to take their good fishing gear out on something that tips over and lose everything. So we had to educate what a fishing kayak was all about. And of course, a fishing kayak is very wide and stable, so that you can stand up and cast, and they don't flip. Okay. Walking you through, we've got the guns and ammo in the front of the store. We get into the main part of our showroom, and we're showing off the Hobie line of kayaks. These are the ones that you don't have to use a paddle unless you want to.
Oh, nice.
You get to sit in a very comfortable chair, put your feet in these what looks like stirrups, and you go for a walk. And underneath the boat are these fins that are propelling. They're going back and forth, and they propel the boat 4 to 6 miles per hour, and you steer the boat with this joystick that controls the rudder in the back.
Oh, very cool.
And this is something you don't have to micromanage. You just aim where you want to go, do your walking, the boat is going, your hands are empty, you might as well hold a Muddy River fishing rod.
There you go. Pretty neat. Nice setup. Look at this fancy setup here. Hmm? What are you catching with that, Russ?
Actually, because this ceiling is low, I didn't put in a regular fishing rod here. This is a saltwater rig for going after yellowfin tuna.
Nice.
And it's called a whopper stopper. It's a very special rod. It fits here.
Show me this vintage fishing rod and reel you got on the wall here. I've always been intrigued by it.
About a year ago, a fellow
Check
came
this
in
out,
here. He wanted some ammo, and he had this, and I couldn't make that trade fast enough. I love what he brought in. This is, and it will cast, and it's all one-piece aluminum. And in its day, 1945, it sold for $45.
Wow.
I looked up to see what minimum wage was back then, and you'd have to work 3.5 weeks at 40-hour weeks at minimum wage to pay for this rod and reel.
Wow.
So this is, in its day, not a cheapie.
Very cool.
So I put an antique lure on it just to finish off the look up there on the wall.
Very nice. There's the ad for it, huh?
I found that on the internet.
That is way cool. All right. What's next?
What's next? I'm going to walk you into the fishing department, and on the way you'll see that we sell sunglasses and hats and life jackets and t-shirts and sweatshirts, and we get you into the back room. This back room is a surprise for a lot of people because what we have here is probably one of the finest fishing selection departments in the state of New Mexico.
Great.
We wind up getting the pros and the tournament people coming in buying their gear because they can't find what they want anywhere else. And instead of going online and waiting for it to come in and then not being happy if you order the wrong thing, they get to pick it up and put it in their hands and like it. So on this side we have the hard baits.
Oh yeah, you got a great selection, huh? Look at all them bass and walleye and striper, all that stuff, huh?
And crappie. We focus in on Elephant Butte Lake, Caballo, and the lakes in Texas. The lakes that are further north in New Mexico, which the people go after trout, we're not actually focusing in on that. We're focusing in on largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, walleye, crappie, white drum, catfish.
Yeah. Look at this, guys. Isn't that cool? All right, let's come around here.
Okay.
Look at all these. They're saying hello from Ohio and Indiana. You got people watching from all over.
On this aisle, we have the soft baits and the terminal tackle.
I see something familiar. You guys recognize that stuff? If you guys are looking for Muddy River catfishing gear, you know where to find it here in Elephant Butte. They got the bobbers, they got the bush grippers, they got hooks, swivels, stink bait, everything. And check it out, guys. Russ is good enough to carry the flathead rod. There it is. The first store to carry our rods and here in New Mexico, the terminal tackle. Thank you so much, Russ.
Oh, my pleasure. We have people that come in here and I'll ask them, are you into fishing? And they go, oh yeah, and they're not really dedicated. And I'll ask them what's their target fish, and they'll tell me, and I ask them a few questions, and then I'm able to walk them into this department and show them what actually works.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we keep in stock has been focused for not just catching the fishermen, but catching the fish.
Right.
And we get people out there and we tell them what to use, where to go with it, and we enjoy having people send us their fish pictures by email with a big smile on their face, showing what they caught on our recommendations.
Nice. So let me show them here really quick all the stuff they have to choose from here. They have such a huge selection, guys. Everything that you need. Cast nets. I might need to buy me another cast net. You got gulp bait down there, all kinds of soft baits. Look at all this selection. You get anything and everything you need right here.
We have a humongous department of Gary Yamamoto soft baits. All the colors that are... It's funny how different fishermen have their go-to color.
Right.
And where they say, this is the one that works. And another person will come in and they have their favorite.
Well, very nice. Now, you also rent, obviously, kayaks, right?
We rent kayaks.
I got a bad connection, but tell them about the kayak rentals one more time in case they didn't
Sure.
hear that.
The kayaks are $29.95 for up to 24 hours. And in fact, take a look right here and you'll see this is one of the models that we rent. It's a Malibu. It comes, of course, with the life jacket and the paddle. So you get to go out there complete. We also rent the tandem kayaks for 2 people.
Mm-hmm. I bet they have a lot of fun out there. Get a kayak, go hit the water. Oh, man.
Well, the main intent of renting kayaks is to get people to enjoy that sport. And then, hopefully they liked it so much, they come here and say, hey, Russ, I want to buy a kayak.
Jojo says to show us the Italian water shoes.
It's funny. It's close to Italian. It's French.
Oh, okay.
Come over here. These are called glagla. They are a water shoe. It's a shoe with a ventilated bottom.
Mm.
And they're very, very lightweight. I'm putting it in your hand, Chris.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't weigh hardly anything.
Yeah. They're very lightweight, and when you walk in the water comes out through the side and through the bottom, and there's a screen in there to keep the sand from going up. And they're very comfortable. I wear them all the time. I wear them every day. And they're perfect for kayaking, they're perfect for fishing, and they're comfortable so that you can stand up in your boat casting all day long. They come in those colors.
Very cool. Very cool. I'd never seen a water shoe like that.
Yeah.
Well, you have a very, very nice store, and once again, thank you so much for supporting us and what we do. And there's a tournament coming up, 2 tournaments coming up actually. Why don't you tell us about one of them?
On May 19, we're going to have a kayak fishing tournament. A kayak tournament is different than the bass tournaments that you probably are familiar with, or that we catch photo release. Rather than bringing the fish in and kill the fish, we take a fish. I'm going to walk over here, Chris, and get...
You get to show them first prize.
Oh, yeah.
This is a measuring device.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is we bring people in, have a meeting, pass out some bling-bling goodies from the different sponsors, and give them a measuring device. The measuring device is set up so that when you catch any fish in that lake is good for their kayak tournament, excepting carp. We don't like carp. You put the head of the fish against this, and then you lay the fish down and take a picture, and it will show the length of the fish.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the end of If you want, you can pull a little tab and it turns the fins around so that you're backing up. And then you pull and go forward again. The first prize will be a 12-foot Hobie Outback in the camel color.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Well, I guess that is the highlight of it.